going to start another little project here. This is for a friend of mine, John, who is a football fanatic. He's a mad Evertonian, and he was asked me to make him a pen. He wanted it silver and blue for the Everton. So we're going to make him a pen with this little kit and make it a bit different. I've got a couple of blocks of scrap here, and we'll try and personalise it a little bit for him and make it a bit different. So let's start the project. This is my method for making pens. It may not be the correct way, it's just the way I do it. After cutting the pen blanks to the correct size, I take them over to the drill press and drill holes through the centre of the blanks. I then take them back to the bench, give the tubes a light sanding and glue them into the blanks. Now that the glue is dried, I'm going to clean the blanks up with the barrel trimmer and then pop them onto the mandrel in the correct order. Now that I've got it on the lathe, I'll be turning at a high speed. I'm going to use a 3/8 spindle roughing gouge. Whilst I'm making this pen, up in the top corner you can see me making the second part of this project. I've had to do it this way, otherwise this video would be 3 weeks long.
Sitting in a big armchair, one arm round my whiskey barrel, the other round my dear.
Now that I'm near enough down to shape, I'm going to start my finishing cuts. This tool is what I can only describe as a beveled bottomed skew chisel. I'll give you a look at this tool at the end of the video. This particular pen kit has a sliding ring, so I'm just cutting the tenon so the ring will slide forward and back. I'm using a thin parting tool. I'm now ready to start sanding, but first a quick clean up, and then I'm going to start sanding using 400 grit.
When a guy lives by himself, he's always out looking for some gal that looks real sweet.
As I've started to sand, I've felt a small ridge with my fingers, so I'm going to go back over it with this Robert Sorby Spindle Master.
Gal, she set my heart a twitter when she told me she knew how to make a great corn fritter. I told her I can't eat no more because I'm getting fatter. Minutes later I forgot with bacon on the platter. Cornbread Sally, you're so darn good looking. Is it love at first sight or is it just your cooking? When I'm standing by the stove, it sets my nose a twitching. I wish the wedding ceremony would happen in the kitchen.
Just run through the grits now with the micro mesh, and then we're ready for finishing.
Covered up in butter. Cornbread Sally, when that skillet full of cornbread's done, you're Martha White and Betty Crocker all rolled into one.
I'm using a CA finish on this acrylic pen. About 4 or 5 coats, a micro mesh sanding, and then another 4 or 5 coats should do the job nicely.
Ever seen. When it comes to black-eyed peas, ham hocks, and turnip greens, you're as sweet as you can be, so gentle and so kind. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Just take it over to the bench now, pop it in the pen press, and that's this part of the project finished.
I buy a ring, we'll settle down. Now here's one final thought. A girl for you, a boy for me, we'll call him Tater Tot. Cornbread Sally, you're so darn good.
Right guys, there's the end of this little project. This video by no means is it an how-to video on making pens. There's lots and lots of sites out there better able than me to show you how to make pens, and I'm only a learner myself. This project's more about making the pen with the older and creating something a little bit different. This is the one that this is the pen that you actually see me making, and this older is can you see that one there? Yeah, that's the original template which had come from Steve Good's website, the Scroll Saw Workshop. There's lots and lots of great templates there if you go over. It's well worth a visit the site. I'll put a link down below. So that was the original one that I had done, as I say, that was for John, and it's in blue and white for the Everton football team. Then Joe, another friend, said, well, I'd like one, so I done this one for Joe. Again, I just altered the design slightly. There was nothing wrong with that design. I just thought, well, I'll make a change and make it slightly different. So I made that one there for Joe. And then, of course, after I'd done that, Roy said to me, well, what about me? So I had to make another one, and I made this one for Roy. And again, I've changed the design. As we say in Liverpool, they're all the same, but everyone's different. So that's the little project. I was telling you about the tools when I used them. The tools that I used on the turning are these three. It's a little pen turning set I got for Father's Day, I think. And you get a little 3/8 spindle roughing gouge. It's a nice little tool. And you get a little parting tool, 1/8 parting tool there. And you get this, they call it a Spindle Master. It's by Robert Sorby. And I was telling you, it's got this beveled edge. Can we see that beveled edge? So the bottom half is beveled, and the top half is like a skew chisel. I've actually got a bigger one of these. It's not in the set, but I actually I've got a full size one. Where are we? And you maybe see the beveled edge better on that one. The idea is you rub the bevel here and you take your cut. So that's the tools. Obviously I've got nothing whatsoever to do with Robert Sorby, other than the fact that I like their tools. So that's about that. That's about everything, I think, in the project. As I say, it was a nice little enjoyable project. I ended up doing 3 of them. I've got no further this week in the workshop. There's just that much to do. I think everyone's busy this time of the year. It is hard to get workshop time, especially if you've got young children, which I haven't. Mine have all grown up and gone, but if you've got young children now in this summer holidays, the 6 weeks school holidays, and you know, people are very busy. Anyway, I'm rambling on, so I'm going to end the video there until next time. So that's about it for now. So thanks for watching me messing about in the shed. Until next time, have fun, work safe, bye for now.